Thank you, Vikas. Thank you to the entire Google team here, the team from Adani and Airtel. Thank you very much for being part of our journey. Namaskaram to everyone. I extend a very warm welcome to our distinguished guests, representatives across industries who are here. Today is not merely a launch of a data center. Today is the beginning of a new chapter in India's digital journey. And it is a truly defining moment for us here in Andhra Pradesh. Visakhapatnam, as we fondly call it, Vizag, is not merely an ordinary city. For decades, it's been a gateway to India. It has connected India's mineral wealth to the world. This city was actually built on steel. And today we are going to transform its entire foundations to being built on the AI revolution. I believe what we are doing here is going to be the future of our great nation. We are standing at a historic turning point. The world is changing from heavy industries to a digital infrastructure, from manufacturing to machine intelligence. And Vizag, again, is evolving in this journey. With the launch of the Google AI Hub, we are witnessing that transformation in real time. India's single largest FDI investment ever, a $15 billion investment into a 1 gigawatt data center ecosystem. It's not incremental growth, but we believe it is a transformational scale for Visakhapatnam. For the first time, Vizag will have a cable landing station. We will be competing with other states in terms of connectivity. And just as ports have connected this great city to the rest of the world, these cable landing stations will digitally connect Visakhapatnam to the rest of the globe. Across the world, from Virginia to Dublin, we have seen the impact that data centers have actually had on the entire ecosystem. So we as a state merely don't look at the data center investment as an investment of $15 billion, but we believe it is an investment to a robust ecosystem, and it's the beginning of that wonderful journey. This investment, we believe, will create close to 200,000 direct and indirect jobs for us here in Visakhapatnam, and new industries will rise around this entire ecosystem. It is not merely a project for us. We as a state look at it as an economic multiplier. Let me say one thing, beyond the data, beyond the numbers, there is one more strength that Vizag has. Its sheer energy, its talent, its spirit. I must share with you that in 2014, we had a cyclone, once in a century cyclone hitting Visakhapatnam. It pretty much uprooted every tree in Visakhapatnam. And the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji came exactly 48 hours later. And people came on the road to cheer him, to welcome him, and he was shocked. I'm here to be with you, to stand with you, but you guys have come out to cheer me. It means a lot. That just shows how resilient this city is. You know, when Mr. Naidu gave a call that Diwali is coming up, please don't burn firecrackers because there's dried leaves and dried trees. It's a fire hazard. Not even one person celebrated Diwali. So that is the spirit of Visakhapatnam. The sense of responsibility, socialness is something that's unmatched. It's a city where young minds aspire, a city where innovation comes natural to us, a city where life and work coexist beautifully. I keep jokingly saying, if Goa and Bangalore would have an offspring, that would be Visakhapatnam. It has best of both worlds. And our vision for Visakhapatnam, Vizag, is very bold. This is our Visakhapatnam economic region. By 2047, this will be India's first $1 trillion economic region. If you've been following the news, exactly a month back, we laid foundation to India's first green steel city, which is being built out by ArcelorMittal. And this is south of Visakhapatnam. So we are doubling down on our steel ecosystem. We are doubling down on our AI and data ecosystem. We are doubling down on our pharma ecosystem. our entire medical devices manufacturing ecosystem is also coming up in this economic region. And this will be led by AI, clean energy, medical devices manufacturing, and of course, advanced manufacturing. And this is going to be the epicenter for economic growth for a great state of Andhra Pradesh. We have all seen what leadership can actually deliver. All of you have seen the growth of Hyderabad. I still remember when Mr. Naidu announced that we're going to build this one tower. It was called Cyber Tower. It was one round building. That image is still so powerful, it's etched in my mind. It was one building, and around it was just boulders. People laughed at him. People said this is not possible. People said, will computers feed people? But look at how one bold vision with consistency and clarity of thought can deliver. And for those of you who have missed that journey of Hyderabad, this is your redemption time. Visakhapatnam will do better. What took Hyderabad 30 years, we intend to do in the next decade in the great city of Visakhapatnam. You know, with industry, with geography, and with stability of policy, I believe that we can deliver history together and leave a legacy. And that is what really excites us. And as Vikas has shared, we are going through an economic revolution, an industrial revolution. Every industrial revolution has created more jobs than it has displaced. But it has created in geographies where they were ready for it. And India is ready for it, Bharat is ready for it, and Andhra Pradesh is ready for it. That is where we believe in the power of clusterization. So that is why when I met the leadership of Google, and I met even Sundar, and I personally requested that it's very, very important to build the entire ecosystem here. That is the only way we can create an ecosystem that is resilient. So it's not merely about Google building a data center here, but it's about what does it take to build a data center, maintain the data center, and also build the academic rigor that is required to maintain and use this platform as a springboard to grow. And that is what excites us here in Visakhapatnam. You know, saying that our approach is very simple, but yet powerful. It is scale, integration, and self-reliance. Our goal is not just about attracting investments. Our goal is to anchor entire industries. And that is what we are looking at building together here. This is a beginning of a wonderful journey. I would like to thank Google for believing in us, because it does take a leap of faith to invest $15 billion in a city that you would otherwise actually Google. But today, because you've taken that leap of faith on us, it means a lot. And it is no longer your project, it is our project. And together we will deliver this. And to all the industry partners here, once we shake hands, we are not believers of MOUs or bold announcements, but we are firm believers of shaking hands. That is the beginning of our wonderful journey. In fact, we don't have an MOU standing, really speaking, with Google. But we shook hands and said, we'll get this done. That is how we've been working. That is how Andhra Pradesh is able to attract 25% of investments that is being made in India. That is what differentiates us. We intend to ground each and every project. It's no longer about making announcements, and that is what makes it different here in Andhra Pradesh. Once we shake hands, it's no longer your project, it becomes our project. And believe me, on a weekly basis, our team will update you on WhatsApp on the status of your project. And we create WhatsApp groups where your leadership team will be there. A minister, because I represent IT, electronics, then my counterpart industries or SME minister. And depending on which ministry you will be engaging with, the minister himself will be on the WhatsApp group, engaging with you directly. Any issue that is not resolved in 24 hours, that group is meant to be used, and we intend to resolve it and ensure that we deliver on our promise of speed of doing business. And that's what differentiates us from rest of India. So for us today here, it's not merely about launching a project, it's a launch of a relationship, a wonderful relationship. Google has played a catalytic role. I was jokingly telling, because till today I had to make outbound calls. And after the date got announced, I started getting inbound calls. And now Bhaskarji has become a very stubborn IAS officer. He's now saying anyone who wants to invest in the, in a data center has to be clear. It's not going to be a real estate play. You need to show the partners at the under end. The hyperscalers have to be clear and presented. But as a state, we don't let success get to our head. We are a new state. We are very hungry. Think of us like a startup. Because just look at our journey. This is the 4th time we're having to rebuild our state. First, we were part of Madras presidency. Then we were divided linguistically and Kurnool was made a capital. After a few years, again they brought Telangana and Andhra together and made Hyderabad a capital. 57 years we worked together, developed Hyderabad. Then we got bifurcated again. So we have fire in the belly. We really want to create history. And with all the partners here today, we can do it together. And end of the day, I believe that's what makes it rewarding. That is why youngsters like me have joined politics in Andhra Pradesh. And if you look at our cabinet, 17 out of 25 ministers are first-time ministers. 50% of our legislature is a first-timers. So we bring raw passion, energy to get things done. I wouldn't say it's going to be the perfect journey. Every relationship, every journey has its ups and downs. But we are here to make it as smooth as possible. And as a chair of the group of ministers to create 20 lakh jobs, I'm available to you. I will leave my personal WhatsApp number. Vikas knows how active I am on WhatsApp. Typically by end of the day, I reply to every message that I get. I read every message and we take action on it. With this, I welcome all of you here to the great state of Andhra Pradesh, to Vizag, which now I said Google should pay us some royalty because G is now Google in Vizag. So I'll reach out to Vikas about it separately. But thank you very much. Thank you for coming here. I hope I was able to at least convince you that this is the state that you should invest and build a journey together. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity, and Jai Hind.